Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Emil Ennis Jr. back here with Clever News. And just a few months after Cole Sprouse discussed the possibility of a Suite Life of Zack and Cody reboot, Dylan Sprouse recently revealed whether or not he and Cole have plans to bring back the beloved show. Let's break it down. Alright, so in case you missed it, back in May, Cole Sprouse revealed to Jimmy Fallon that despite fans wanting a Suite Life of Zack and Cody reboot, reboots aren't really his thing.
I don't think it should be done. If I'm being honest, I think it's really incendiary. There's a huge potential to kind of demolish that perfect little golden memory of a program if you go back and you revive it.
Cole continued to explain to Jimmy that, quote, "I'm not the biggest fan of the sequel and the spin-off thing. I think also, if time elapses, everyone who comes back to a program like that, they're not really in the same headspace. So they try to capture that same feeling that it was in my childhood." But with this year being the 15-year anniversary since the show first aired, fans didn't give up hope that maybe, just maybe, a Suite Life reboot could still happen despite Cole's recent remarks. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Suite Life fans, but Dylan just revealed that he also has no interest in bringing the show back. When iHollywood TV asked if they had any plans to reboot the show, Dylan seemed very sure in his answer.
Honestly, confidently, no.
They're like,
No, I don't think that we will.
Dylan went on and explained why that chapter in their lives is permanently closed.
But primarily just because that was a chapter, I think, of both of our separate lives or together life that was just a role at the time. I think that, a lot of the times you see these reboots happening and it's kind of fan servicey. And I also just think that usually they're not as good and part of the nostalgia is gone, and so...
Dylan continued on saying, quote, "I think the show remains special in a lot of people's hearts, and that's how we're going to leave it." In the interview, Dylan also mentioned that aside from not loving reboots, there are a lot of reasons why they wouldn't revive Suite Life. And some diehard fans may remember that Dylan and Cole actually may have had a falling out with Disney toward the later days of Suite Life. Dylan didn't specify whether or not this had anything to do with why they wouldn't want to bring the show back, but some fans have been resurfacing their 2017 interview with Vulture. In the interview, Dylan and Cole explained that they, quote, "had a really awesome idea for where the show needed to go, but it got turned down by Disney." At the time, Dylan said, quote, "We were 18. If that isn't old enough to know exactly what the show needs, then, well, I would beg to disagree. I don't think Disney was willing to work with us, really ever, so we stopped the show." So who knows, maybe if things didn't end the way they did, their feelings on reboots would be different, but either way, I wouldn't expect the Suite Life reboot to be hitting our screens anytime soon, or ever for that matter. Fans have had mixed reactions to this news, with some people sharing their disappointment. This person wrote, quote, "Kinda bummed there won't be a Suite Life reunion, but I feel like Dylan and Cole know what's best for the show. They decided to end it when they did, and thankfully I can just watch reruns." Another fan added, "I miss that show so much," with the broken heart emoji. And this fan said, "I'm not asking for a reboot, but can we at least get reunion?" But others agree with the Sprouse twins that the show should just be left in the past, like this person who wrote, "No reboot is 100% the right answer. It wouldn't work with the grown cast. It would be pure cringe." And this fan who said, "I mean, at least we got to see Zack and Cody grow up on deck," to which having a reboot would just ruin the whole story. Maybe in a few years' time it would be a good one, but right now, Dylan and Cole are young and they probably have more dreams of doing different kinds of roles. And this fan is right. Cole is currently working on season 5 of Riverdale, and Dylan has a new movie called After We Collided coming out later this month. So even though we won't be getting a Suite Life reboot, there's plenty for Sprouse fans to look forward to. But if you want more reboot news, click right over here to see what Keke Palmer had to say about rebooting True Jackson BP. And then let us know down in the comments what you think about all of this Dylan Sprouse and Cole Sprouse Suite Life of Zack and Cody reboot news down in the comment section below. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr., and you can find me on Instagram at Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon in another video right here on Clever News. Bye, guys.